Welcome back to another episode. My name is Jeremy Davis. I'm the door-to-door realtor. I've done door-to-door sales for 15 years, sold all over the nation. Today we're going to go over 5 tips that can help you explode your real estate career. If you have any questions, watch our other videos, watch my other shorts. Go to our parent company, Dwayne Richens. He's my business partner. You can check him out on YouTube. And also go to our website, realtor.com. We offer coaching. We have packages, courses you can take, and then also you can always reach out. If you have any questions, what we go over today, feel free to shoot me a text or call me 702-525-5766. I'm a complete open book. I want you to grow as much as I've grown. When I first got into real estate, a lot of the door-to-door principles translated perfectly over. In my first 6 months, I sold 25 houses. My next 12 months, my father passed away from pancreatic cancer. I worked about a third of the year. I was traveling to Vegas, coming back to Southern Utah, and I still put in 50 transactions. And this year, I'm even on track to explode that and send it out of the water. So I want to talk today about 5 tips that helped me have a really fast start and that have helped me maintain that growth. My mentor, when I got into real estate, had done over 200 deals for like 10, 12 years. So I learned a lot of the ins and outs of the business really, really fast. But honestly, no one really talks about it. So today, let's talk about it. Like my other episode, if you watched that one on branding, I hope you have a notepad. I want us to learn together. I want this to be a classroom setting where when I'm talking and ideas are coming, I'm writing them down, and you are as well. If you missed anything, feel free again to reach out. Number 1 is going to be to build a strong foundation. There's a story of a building that was built in Salt Lake City, Utah, and they had made a ton of progress, bringing in materials from the mountains from miles and miles away. And it got to a point where they were essentially making a lot of progress. And one of the leaders came in and said, hey, there's an issue there in the foundation. We got to start over. They took the whole building down to fix that foundational issue. Why did they do that? And in real estate, why do we need to do that? Well, let me tell you, you have to make sure certain principles and practices are rock solid so that then you can build an empire in your business and make sure your success is consistent and long-term over time. So what are some things that you can do in order to make sure that you're building a strong foundation? One of them is going to be education and training. Every top realtor that you'll ever meet has multiple coaches. Not only do they have multiple coaches, but they train like crazy. They treat this job like athletes treat their jobs. Did you know that Tom Brady, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Tiger Woods, they have multiple coaches? There's a reason for that. Sales is very hard. Anyone that tells you otherwise, especially going door to door, is very hard. You need to have a coach, a cheerleader, someone in your corner that is consistently tracking your blind spots that you can't recognize and seeing a few steps ahead of you to help direct you. Myself, I've got 4 coaches. I have a business coach, a marriage coach, a nutrition coach, and a mindset coach. When I first got into real estate, my mentor that was selling 200 deals a year, I picked up pretty quick that he had multiple coaches. And I was like, man, that's a lot of money. But I need to do that. If he's doing it, copy and paste, I'm gonna do it. And it has blessed my life to the point that I am now choosing to give back my time and offer coaching services. We coach our clients 4 times a month, once a week for 30 minutes. They can text me, they can call me, they can email me, and I will hold their hand to have giant success. You need someone like that in your corner. All top performers in real estate, in sales, in athletics, they all have them. Get them. Spend the money. Second, you need to train. You need to be role playing. You need to be writing out your scripts and practicing in front of the mirror. Those are my 3 things I suggest to all of our coaching clients. You have to practice in front of the mirror to watch your smile, to recognize your ums and your likes and those filler words. You need to see how you hold yourself, and you need to watch your tonality, your upticks, your downticks, and really figure out, what do I look like when I talk to prospects? You then need to have a notebook. Something similar to this, where you write out your scripts every single day so that it becomes embedded in you and becomes a part of you. And then you need to role play. Most top performers are role playing twice a day. I role play in the morning with someone from Salt Lake, and then in the afternoon, I role play the listing scripts with someone from California. You can reach out, the network is vast to be able to role play. In our coaching group, we have a call every morning at 9 a.m. that one of our coaching clients runs, and everybody from all over the world that's in our program can hop on and they can practice their role play. So you need to practice, you need to get a coach, and then develop your knowledge. Read books on real estate, read articles, watch YouTube videos like this one, and get better over time. That's tip number 1. Build a solid foundation. That's how you do that. To make sure that this is going to be consistent over time. Number 2, develop a business plan. You have to have some type of direction. There's a great book, one of my favorite books over here is called Switch, How to Help People Change When Change is Hard. And it relates change and behavior to an elephant and a rider. The elephant represents the motivation. Anytime we get into something or real estate, most realtors are hyped, they're excited, they have these big dreams, and then 99% fall out within 2 years. Why is that? Because the elephant is motivated, but you don't have a rider that has a business plan and is detailed and can tell that elephant where to go. So how do you develop a business plan? Well, I coach all of our clients that you need to have a vision board. Figure out why you got into real estate. Where do you want to travel? What do you want to do with your family? Do you want investment properties? Make a list. Figure out why you want those things. Then calculate the cost of each one. Transfer that over then to your business plan. Let's say everything in the next 2 years will cost me about $250,000. Let's say the average commission is $10,000. So I'm gonna need about 25 deals. So I'm gonna take those 25 deals. Do I wanna do it in 12 months? Do I wanna do it in 24 months? You're then going to then say, okay, here's my goal. What are 4 things I'm gonna focus on in real estate? You want to door knock. That's what I do. I talk to 200 people a week. You want to cold call. Not super effective like door knocking, but that could be a branch. Do you want to hold open houses once a week? Do you want to do client events? Do you want to focus on social media? Figure out how you're going to accomplish that goal. Then you transfer that over to your daily schedule. Figure out what you need to do on a daily basis to move the needle for your business plan. So that's number 2. Develop a clear business plan to be able to move forward. Number 3, find your specific niche that you want to go over. Is it residential? Is it commercial? Do you want to focus on door to door like myself? Do you want to cold call? Like, how are you going to approach real estate? For me, when I got into real estate, I went and interviewed and shadowed some of the top agents in my area to see how they did business. And some of them, I didn't like it. I knew I couldn't do that for a long period of time. It wasn't my personality. Then I'd go interview other agents and I said, okay, I can copy and paste that. That's not that hard. I just need to put in the work. And so I went and then chose that agent to shadow, to be mentored by and learn from, because I knew I could copy and paste it. And I knew it matched my personality. So go find your niche. Niche, whatever the word is. Go find what you want to do in real estate and how you want to approach it. That's my 3rd piece of advice. Number 4, master marketing and branding. I have a whole other video on branding, on how to figure out what your brand is, how to communicate that, how to explain why that's beneficial to the prospect, and then how to grow it. Go watch that video. But you need to figure out how to network, and you need to figure out how to market that brand to the public. Most opportunity in real estate comes from pure exposure. You just don't have enough people that know who you are and what your brand is about. So you need to develop that personal brand. Some people will go heavy on social media and they'll post videos. They'll do YouTube channels. They'll highlight businesses locally in the community. They'll network with lenders and title companies and other realtors. Figure out what you want to do, but make sure you're exposing yourself to the public. Let them know who you are, what you're doing, and why you're doing it, so that they can then want to work with you, okay? That is tip number 4. My last tip number 5, is going to be cultivate exceptional customer service. So not only do you need to communicate that to the world, people will see that you take care of your clients. They then need to have an onboarding experience to validate that decision to work with you. And then they need to see it through the entire end. So how do you communicate that to the world? Reviews. Use a platform like Podium. Podium's a company where you can send a link out to your client. They can leave a review. It goes to all your social media platforms. Or take a video of your client talking about what they loved about working with you. Post that to social media. Make sure you have a Google page, a Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube page. Make sure that you're taking time. And if you don't have the time, go hire a VA, a virtual assistant. If you don't know where to find one, reach out to us. We can direct you to one. They're $6 an hour and they're incredible. They'll do all your social media. They'll reach out to all your clients. They're amazing. Take that task off your plate so you can focus on prospecting. Okay, that's how you communicate to the world that you have world-class customer service. Then it's the onboarding. When you take a listing or you represent a buyer for the first time, it's going to be the initial handshake, the knock on the door, what you're wearing, how you hold yourself, and then explaining to them how you're going to take care of them. Let them know that most realtors are going to put a sign in the yard, put it on the MLS, and then pray that it sells. That's not what you're going to do. You're going to put a sign in that yard. You're going to go knock and talk to all the neighbors. And then you're going to do an open house where you bring everybody into the home. Then you're going to knock again. Then you're going to call their family, friends, and you're going to push that listing. And you're going to let the neighborhood know that your home, the home that you've loved and lived in forever, is now for sale. Let them know that you're going to be aggressive, that you're proactive, that you're not just passive. That onboarding experience, they need to feel that. Let them know that most realtors aren't going to call you ever, and it's just going to sit for 3 or 4 months. And then you're going to pull the listing and wonder why it didn't sell. Let them know that you're going to call them once a week to game plan, to pivot, talk about the market, talk about if you should have a price reduction, talk about offers that have come in. Let them know that that's the experience. You need to establish expectations going into that transaction. Then at the end, make sure that you give them some gift. I know some realtors that don't do that. That's bizarre. It's absolutely wild. Show them that you appreciate them. Now, no two customers are the same. So you need to understand their love language, and you do that by listening to them throughout the transaction. I like to take notes. That way I know what they like and dislike and what I can then give them when we close or we sell their house. Sometimes it's cleaning their home that they're gonna purchase. Sometimes it's doing a picture last time of them outside their home. Sometimes it's having a private chef come to their home if they're purchasing and letting them experience their first dinner, on you. There's a whole list of things that you can do, but make sure that you take care of them. Expose that to the world, make sure their onboarding experience is solid, and then make sure you cap it and you end it really, really well, and then grab the review. This is how you can explode your business in real estate. This is how I sold 25 deals my first 6 months. This is how my first 12 months in the business, I was able to go over 50 deals working a third of the year. My business partner sold 10 deals his first month. His first year, he had 89 deals. Both of us knocked for 15 years. We transferred all those qualities over into real estate, and that's how we were able to explode and accelerate the success that most realtors, they never get to see because they don't have this roadmap mapped out for them. So 1, build a strong foundation. Practice, learn, grow. Number 2, develop a business plan. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it and how you're going to do it. Number 3, find your niche. Figure out how you're going to approach real estate, what connects and communicates with you and your style. Number 4, master marketing and branding. Figure out how to brand and communicate how you're doing real estate to the world. And then number 5, top it all off with world-class customer service. I hope this was super helpful. I hope you took some notes. If you have any questions or any thoughts on how to accelerate your growth, or if you're a seasoned vet and you're looking to add 25, 50, 75 deals through knocking, and you've never heard of this, feel free to leave a comment in the section with your opinion of what you learned today. And if you have any questions, again, you can email or text me at any time, 702-525-5766. We offer a coaching program. You can go to our website, reald2d.com. You can look at my business partners page, Dwayne Richens. You can see the success that he has had and that all of our clients are having worldwide because they're following these specific tips about how to grow their business. Thanks again, and hopefully on our next episode, we can learn just as much as we did in this one.